And I am not going to stand here and say that I understand exactly what that means. I don't think anybody living today can explain it exactly. But I know in my gut, I know this to be the truth, and I know that we are going to see it. But we can't get there using the old ways, because haven't you noticed the old ways are not working anymore. We can't get there carrying with us the old baggage, the baggage of hate, of anger, of unprocessed feelings, of pointing fingers, of blaming, of insisting on being right. We are going to have to leave it behind, and a lot of us are not going to want to do it easily and without fight, whereas there is no other way. A lot of people are leaving the planet, a lot of people are dying, and many more will. It is a choice. Everybody has a right to. There's nothing wrong with it. But if we are going to live, and if we're going to be part of the new world that we are now birthing, we have to make a fundamental internal change, because the crisis that is outside of us, the crisis that the world is living through, is a reflection of the internal crisis that each one of us has happening inside of us. And so, what are we going to do? How are we going to get through this and come out on the other side winners? The only way I can see it happening, or not the only way, but one of the main things that we need to do and have to do, because it is imperative, is find a way to let go of the past. Find a way to forgive, and it starts with a choice to forgive yourself for whatever it is we did that we're ashamed of, that we feel bad about, that we wish we never did. Whatever it is that was done to us, whether we were not perpetrators at all but victims, it doesn't matter if it was done to us. We still blame ourselves first. We always think and feel what we could have done differently so it wouldn't have happened. We always ask a question, why did it happen to me? Whether you can answer the question or whether the answer will come later doesn't really matter. What matters is the choice needs to be made to put the past behind and to let it go. It is a powerful choice. It's a courageous choice. It is requiring humility. Humility is accepting that even though it never worked in the past, it may work now. Allowing things to be brand new. Even if you've tried to forgive, even if you've tried to let go in the past and couldn't, it doesn't mean it won't happen now. So trust yourself and give it another try. There are many ways how to go about it, and if you make a choice to do it, you will find the way. Humility also is knowing that even though something has always worked in the past, this time it may not. Again, allowing things to be brand new. And this principle is important, especially now, because, as I said earlier, what has worked before very often now does not. Yes, we are going through the birth canal. We are birthing the new world, and we're birthing the new us. Each one is birthing a new me, a new you. If you have seen a woman in labor, she is not a happy camper. It is not an easy process. It is a painful, difficult process, but there is no other way around it. And this is what's happening with the world. This is what's happening with every one of us. So how is it going to be once we have passed through this narrow opening, through this eye of a needle, through the birth canal, once the new world is here? People say it's going to be cataclysmic, and I'm absolutely certain it is not going to be cataclysmic. What's going to happen is one day each one of us on our own timing will wake up, look around and realize, my God, I am living in a different world. Indeed, it is a new world. And one by one, we are going to begin to notice how different things are. Because even today, if you pay attention, if you stop and give yourself time, already now it is happening, even though it is just the beginning. The new world that we are birthing is not going to be a world where we are going to try to continue to prove that we are right. The wars are no longer the answer. There could have been the time where the war was an answer, but it hasn't been for a very long time. It doesn't work. Imagine a new world, the world of understanding. No one is trying to be understood. People don't even know what it means to try to be understood. Just listen to me. Perhaps close your eyes and let me paint you a picture. You're walking through the streets of the world where no one is insisting on being understood, and everyone is curious about everyone else, trying to understand them, trying to see how they're put together, what tickles their imagination, what makes them happy, what is of interest to them, what makes them sad. Look at the faces of those people. Do they look tense? Look at their shoulders. Are their shoulders straight or are they bent? Look at their heads. Do they look down or do they look straight ahead? Are there smiles playing on their faces, or do they look away and avert their eyes when they meet you? Do you think in the world of understanding we're going to have road rage? We're going to have fights, crimes, bursts of violence? Can you even imagine that this could be possible? Of course not. How will it look? I'm not trying to paint a fairy tale. That's what we're all moving towards. That's what we're trying to create, are creating, and are giving birth to. And it starts with each and every one of us. Each and every one of us has to let go of blaming, has to let go of insisting that people get our point, and has to begin to care about the rest of us. Has to begin to care about everyone that you come in contact with, not in equal measure, but still care. And then the changes will happen much more elegantly and with greater grace. No, it's not an easy transition, but it is happening, and we do not have a choice about it. It is happening, it is on the way. The choice that we have is whether to make it easier for ourselves or to fight and to scream and to struggle. Whether to go through illness and pain, or whether to make a choice to really allow this transition to be easier by letting go of the old to the best way we can. And then this magnificent shift will begin to be the beacon future that is already pulling us towards it. And all we have to do is throw a grappling hook into that future and allow it to lift us towards it with humility, with courage, accepting that this is what's happening, accepting what is and finding peace with it. We will build this new world. And that's my short message. That's what I wanted to share with you. Thank you for listening. Once again, I'm Auriela McCarthy with the power of the possible.